Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey folks, welcome to Wisconsin Family. I'm Justin Riley.
And I'm Jessa Jeremiah.
And here we are. We are so blessed this week. We are going to be filming at the Lexus of Madison here on Airport Road in Middleton.
Here we are. What an experience.
It is an
This whole
experience.
place is absolutely outstanding, from the floors to the artwork to, of course, the vehicles.
Yeah, there's a lot of great artwork in here.
Yeah.
The vehicles are great. And, you know, this facility was built, I think, 10 years ago, and it still looks brand new.
You would never know it. Absolutely,
They do
it
a
does.
really good job keeping up here. So.
It sure does, yeah. A fabulous experience, and I think folks should just come out and just take a look at the place, because it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So we're going to be talking about some affordable cars that you can get that are very family oriented.
Yes.
And speaking of family oriented, if you have pets that you would like to either take to daycare or think might need daycare, you'll want to stick around for our first guest. Emily and Danielle from Dog Days Grooming and Care are coming back to join us. So we're
Yeah,
really
they'll give
excited
us
to see
some
them.
pointers too. I have some questions about, they get so much firsthand knowledge from folks bringing their
really
pets in.
is,
So I
yeah.
have some questions about actually acquiring pets and what maybe the best way to do that is.
Yeah,
So we'll chat with
absolutely.
them a little bit about that. And also, dentistry, I think, is a great topic for families because, you know, all the way down to your infants is really when care begins. And I
Right.
have some questions, having a relatively newborn, of really when to start.
Right, yeah.
So we'll pick Dr. David Ducommon's brain over at
Yeah.
No Fear Dentistry a little bit later.
Yes, it's a great place to go. The smell of bread wafts in as soon
Yeah,
as you
you
walk
and
in
I
the door.
visited
So,
one day. That was
great
fun.
place.
Absolutely.
So anyways, that's all coming up on Wisconsin Family right here. Stay with us.
'Cause every day is a new day. 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family, and here we are on location at the fabulous showroom here at Lexus of Madison over on Airport Road
It
here
sure
in Middleton.
is. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this one for a spin a little later.
Well, you'll have to make sure they open the doors for you.
Okay, yeah.
So
We'll
that'd be a good
see.
idea. So, our first guests today are joining us again, Emily Ruzicka and Danielle Nemeth from Dog Days Grooming and Care. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, thank
Welcome
you.
back, I
Yeah,
should
how are
say.
you today?
Good, thank you. And you?
Good. Doing great. Doing
So
great.
I want to talk a little bit about your staff that you have, because you have a great staff out there. Talk to us a little bit about who you got working up there.
Okay, yep, we have several people working for us. I just want to kind of give a shout out to all of them, give their names out, and just let everyone know what a wonderful place they work and what a wonderful job they do for us. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without them. So
It's a
we
team
have,
sport.
it's definitely a team. Everyone's a team
Yeah.
player there. So we have Jay, who's been with us for a very, very long time, Molly, Lindsay, Brooke, Megan, who's a wonderful volunteer who's just joined us. Who am I forgetting?
Gracie.
Thank you, Gracie. And
Victor.
Becca. And Victor. Victor opens every day and is there early, ready for the dogs, takes them to the park every day. So
That's
just want to say
wonderful.
thank you to all of you.
It sounds like a little family. It takes all, you know, every moving part needs to be functioning well and getting along well.
It's
and
a
that's-
well-oiled machine.
And I've
nice.
visited
Yes.
your place a number of times. I had no idea you had that many people working there. Because
Yep.
at any given time, you know, there may not be that many people,
Nope.
but you know,
But we're
that's
open a
quite
lot
few
of the
people.
day and
Yeah.
throughout the weekend. So yeah.
Yeah, some people that work weekends that
Yeah.
don't get to see
Sure.
through Friday.
Well, that's wonderful, and it's so nice to have that great staff. And you guys get so much experience with pets and people's babies, right? That they bring in. They have so much love and care for. Tell me a little bit in your experience. There's kind of two ways, in my understanding, of getting a dog. If you're looking for a pet, what's the difference between going out and rescuing a dog or using a breeder? Do you guys have a preference there, or sort of a difference that you feel is important?
Well, yep, like you said, there's two options that are definitely viable. Everyone's aware of going to a breeder or a pet store. That's a great way to get an animal. You get a lot of information there. But many people might not know that there is several rescues in Wisconsin as well as national. They help out all dogs of all different breeds. There's breed-specific rescues. So if you're looking for a purebred but want to get a dog that needs a home in a different way because it has been rescued, you can look up online lots of different purebred rescues or breed-specific rescues.
That's nice to
Yeah.
know. So you can still get that purebred or a certain breed that you want, but you're still doing that.
You're
that
doing a
service
service,
like a
correct.
rescue. That's
Yep.
really nice.
And then there's two I just want to mention. One is called Unchained. They do really good work, and Shelter from the Storm. I've seen lots
I've
of
heard
animals
that.
come through dog days that have come through those rescues, and people are so happy with their services, and the dogs are great. And just so people know, a rescue dog is a dog that needs a home, doesn't necessarily come with issues at all. Like, it's just a dog that needs a home, and
Right.
there's always a Humane Society as well.
That's so nice, and you guys get so much firsthand experience seeing what owners at home are really dealing with with these dogs. So
Yep.
that's nice to kind of share your expertise.
And you know, one of the folks that do they adopt out the pets and so forth and rescue animals, you know, one of the things that they're always talking about is the idea of making sure that we have our pets spayed and neutered, because
Yeah.
that's what, you know.
Isn't it Bob Barker? that
Bob
used to
Barker
say-
is the one who always talks about
Remember
that,
him?
controlling
Yeah,
the pet
absolutely. Who
population.
could forget?
You know, what is there any new information that you guys can share about the importance of that at all?
Yes, well, just like you were saying, overpopulation. You know, spaying and neutering your dogs is going to cut that number down significantly. But there is some new research, extensive research on neutering and spaying, and veterinarians are recommending that we wait up to a year, especially with bigger breed dogs, 50 pounds and over, especially dogs that are prone to joint issues. It actually helps. It's more beneficial in their bone growth, and they can grow to full potential while those hormones are still intact.
Okay.
And it's going to cut down on issues as those dogs get older.
Interesting. They always come out with some new, sort of new research as things go on and time goes on.
And it's really important for people to realize that yes, your pet too needs to be spayed or neutered, because you know, it's kind of like one of those things where you have kids and you think, well, my kid probably isn't the problem at school. You know, it's yes,
Right.
they probably are. They could
Right.
be.
Could be.
It's
Yep.
the group mentality.
It's
Everybody
social.
needs
Right.
to do their part.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Now, baby massage, I want to ask you guys about this, because baby massage is sort of a hot topic right now and some of the benefits. Tell us about dog massage. Are there benefits to that?
I massage my dogs like on a daily basis. Just having your hand on your dog creates calmness, security, really strengthens your bond. Just like people, you know, they get worn out, their muscles get sore. So by massaging, you're stimulating their digestive system, their lymphatic system, which can aid in healing if they're injured or if they have an illness. Like I was saying, you know, those joint issues with bigger breed dogs, you know, it helps with arthritis, just really eases any kind of pain. It's proven to be helpful with dogs that have cancer.
Wow.
And controlling pain.
It's all about the sort of holistic experience. We think about that when it comes to our own bodies, but dogs too. I mean, they need.
You know, humans need touch, and I think that dogs are no different. They need touch from
Absolutely.
humans for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're our best friends, right? So
Yeah.
so they really probably respond a lot to our personal touch
And
and
they can't
existence.
ask us for it, so
Right.
that's why we're here
Good
to let you
point.
guys
Not
know that they would
verbally
like it.
anyway.
Yeah. You're here on their behalf,
Right.
representing the
Yes.
dog community of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, really quick before we go, you guys obviously, a big part of what you do is dog daycare. So talk to viewers about, you know, people who maybe haven't utilized your services yet, what they can do to kind of get them, what sorts of things you're offering to get them to kind of come out to dog days.
Sure, yes, definitely. So right now, well, as always, we offer the first day of daycare free, so come check it out on
Nice.
us. And secondly, if you join our Facebook page, become our fan or friend, just post the words Wisconsin family and you will get a discount. And I also want to say to Maxwell's family, our deepest condolences. One of our favorite doggies just passed recently. So here's to Maxwell.
Sweet. Well, sorry to hear that.
Emily and Danielle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
today.
you.
Don't go away. There's more Wisconsin Family coming up right after this. Stay with us.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Hey, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. As you know, we are sitting here at Lexus of Madison in their fabulous showroom. We're here in Middleton off of Airport Road. We're going to chat with those folks in just a little bit. Our next guest, however, we've got the fantastic Dr. David Ducommon, who's joining us from No Fear Dentistry, and we're going to talk a little bit about family dental care. And Justin and I have visited your office. Welcome to the program, first of all.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, we're glad to be here. And Justin and I have visited.
Yes.
One of my favorite things is the smell of fresh baked bread that goes through the office.
Yes.
A fabulous reason
Can't
to
be
visit.
beat. Yeah.
But there's other reasons too. So chat with us a little bit about what makes No Fear Dentistry so different from other clinics.
We wanted to create a place that was all about the experience, that from the time you dialed up and someone answered the phone, it was a real kind and loving sort of answer that you knew you were cared for.
Absolutely.
Then you walk into the office and you don't smell a dental office.
Right.
You smell something that smells like a bakery, which is always very welcoming to people.
Calming too.
Calming, very calming.
That sterile smell isn't welcoming.
And then someone smiles at you and greets you and recognizes you, and you're able to fill out your paperwork and do those sorts of things.
Yeah.
And then, you get a tour through the office, so it's not a strange place to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, obviously, in your title, No Fear Dentistry, there's sort of an implicit reminder that there is sort of this.
The dentist office
Yeah.
can be a little nerve-wracking.
It can be a little nerve-wracking.
Especially for youngsters.
But for some, I think that's kind of just a huge misconception. What are some of the common misconceptions about dentistry in general?
Well, the first thing is I think there's probably 50% of the population that has some fear of going to the dentist. 20% simply won't go in at all, period.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Right.
it's very
Wow.
high. So we treat all patients. We treat people that don't have anxiety too. They just want to smell the bread and have a great experience.
Yes. That's me.
Yeah,
I might come 5 times a year.
yeah. 5 times, and if you're lucky, you get the loaf of bread that day.
That's right.
And we always have fresh baked cookies too. So.
Yes, and they're delicious. We had a couple.
Yeah, we did. We were there.
So, talk a little. We kind of already alluded to this, but you do have care for the entire family, and let's talk a little bit about that care for folks. I mean, youngsters on up. How young do you start?
Yeah, we like to see the child at 12 months. We want to make sure that the development looks normal and there's no concerns there. We also want to find out what the habits are at home with the parents.
Sure.
And those are a huge issue. Things like putting the baby to bed with a bottle and those sorts of things cause tremendous amounts of damage to child's teeth.
And that's so interesting that you really kind of need to be on top of it from an early age to, I'm sure, not only ensure that health care, but also to promote good habits for when they're older.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking on that, obviously, routine dental checkups are important. Can you just kind of remind viewers how important that really is to have both kids and adults have routine dental checkups?
Well, the old stitch in time saves 9, if that makes any sense to people. I know that's old-fashioned, but if you can catch something in an early, small stage, it might be something like a simple filling, whereas if you wait 3, 4, 5 years and you go in when you have the actual toothache, then you're talking about things like root canals and crowns, and it literally is 10 times more expensive than the filling would have been.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And on that same line of prevention, going back to sort of child care and children's habits, remind parents or talk to folks at home about the importance of children's beverages and sort of how those can affect dental care.
Yeah, so the simplest thing is make sure that at night the child does not get put to bed with a bottle that has any kind of milk in it, because milk has lactose in it, and that is a sugar that'll cause decay. And it literally decays out the 8 front teeth, and we don't ever want to see that happen, because then they have to go to the operating room and be put to sleep to have those fixed.
You don't always think of milk as being such a sugary beverage, but it is.
It's natural, so people, and the other thing is honey. People think honey, it's natural, it's a natural sweetener, it can't cause decay. It causes tremendous amounts of decay. It's a very good sweetener, it just causes decay like anything else.
And what about juice? I mean, is juice something that is an issue as well?
Juice and diluted juice cause tremendous amounts of decay. So our recommendation to people is make sure you get the child in every 6 months, make sure they're drinking only water between meals, and make sure you're brushing and flossing them every day.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And there's other health benefits to avoiding some of those more sugary beverages as well, besides just the teeth. So.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, I guess a lot of people might be thinking right now, okay, that's great, I understand that, but these are just temporary teeth before they get their adult teeth,
Yeah.
How important is it really, the initial teeth, the baby teeth that
People
kids
overlook
get?
that importance, I think.
Well, so first of all, it's an aesthetic issue. You want to be able to keep the front teeth.
Yeah.
But the baby molars, where the premolars eventually succeed them, the baby molars actually hold space. And if you lose those teeth prematurely, your permanent molar will tip into that space, and now you've got an orthodontic problem.
Okay.
Also, if you get deep decay in those teeth, you can get abscesses and infections, and those are difficult to treat with children, and they're a very bad experience for the child as well.
We'll talk about, instilling that fear at an early age.
Real early.
Absolutely. And so those teeth are also sort of kind of placeholders for the teeth that
Exactly.
are
They're
going to come in.
placeholders, and they're very important placeholders.
And you guys really do your best to try to, as you said, make this a very calming experience when they walk in, but people can really help themselves by just making sure that they're coming in on a routine basis and taking their kids on a routine basis as well.
Routine basis and beverages I see as the biggest issue.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. David Ducommun is over at No Fear Dentistry. Thanks for sharing your expertise with us. We appreciate it.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
And we're going to be back. We're chatting with Lexus. That's next here on Wisconsin Family, so stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We have been filming here at the fantastic Lexus of Madison, all episode long, and this is the segment you've been waiting for. We're very excited. I know for myself, when I think of Lexus, I think about a luxury brand. We're also going to talk a little bit about affordability and being family friendly. And here to do just that is sales manager Roger Ingalls. So thank you so much for having us here for starters. What a pleasure. What a lovely facility.
Yeah, thank you.
And I want to...
Well, I just want to interject that we were talking about, we got a little tour at the beginning here, and you know, this was actually built 10 years ago, and it looks brand new in here. So you guys do a really
Absolutely.
nice job of just keeping this just spick and span and making it feel like you're walking into something new when you walk in here. So good job on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Stunning facility. Now, I want to talk a little bit about affordability. So folks who are looking to drive a Lexus and have that luxury brand, let's talk about maybe some of the vehicles that have some of the lowest ownership costs. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's several models that we sell. The most popular model that just was introduced is called the NX. It's a small sport utility. It's under $35,000, and it's actually rated #1 for luxury brands as far as the most desirable car to buy for cost.
Wow, that's great. So we can get a Lexus and have it be affordable,
Yeah.
and that's great news for me.
Yeah. So I guess I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here, and maybe you could talk to us a little bit about safety, because you know when people are looking to buy cars for their family,
Yeah.
they're always wondering, you know, what are the safety features? You know, what is my family going to be safe if we are, you know, heaven forbid, in a wreck? Can you talk to us about, you know, for a family of 5, let's say, you know, what are some safety features that are offered here?
Lexus does an excellent job of safety features. One of the more popular ones that a lot of people aren't aware of is actually called blind spot monitor.
Okay.
It's a little device that actually tells you if there's somebody in your blind spot as you're merging lanes. It's very subtle, but it saves you as far as safety with being able to merge safely into the other lane. One of the little features that they've advanced along the way in the progress of Lexus, it's one of the things that customers are coming in asking for now these days because they know how safe that feature is.
That's wonderful. How far technology has come.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really nice. And for folks to know that Lexus, you know, that there's some great options out there. There's affordable options, but also safety is a huge hot button for families.
Yeah,
And so to have that. And did you mention, what does it actually do? Is it a beep, or what is the?
So there's a device in the mirror, in each side mirror, and it'll illuminate when you have a passenger that's coming up along your side.
Okay.
And if you turn your turn signal on, it'll flash at you rapidly, letting you know that somebody's there.
Okay.
That's also connected to what's called rear cross traffic alert, and that's when you're parked in a stall and you put it in reverse and you're about to back up. There's sensors that actually detect metal moving, and if it detects something moving over 5 miles an hour, it'll beep at you saying, "Hey, you better put the brakes on, because you have somebody moving behind you."
Great.
So another safety feature that are in our new Lexus models that people just love.
I hate to admit that I probably need all of those things, but I do. And if you see the couple little dings on my car, you'll understand.
Right.
So that's wonderful. And we asked about earlier about the golden opportunity. What is the Lexus golden opportunity? What is that?
So the golden opportunity just started this month, and it's designed to attract new buyers into the market that want to get the best lease, the best luxury of a Lexus. And we will waive your first payment. If you're a college grad, there are cars eligible to get you a $1,000 college grad rebate. We also give you Lexus Care, which is the first 2 or 3 maintenances paid for,
Oh,
and that's
great.
paid for by Lexus of Madison.
That
Wow.
is really a nice feature to have.
That's
Absolutely.
a nice little bonus for coming over here. Yeah.
Golden
That's great.
opportunity.
So now I have to ask you the question because, as somebody who works here at Lexus, obviously I'm guessing you're probably driving a Lexus. What do you drive?
So I am a father of 3,
Uh-huh.
and so a third row seat's very important to me.
Sure.
The new GX is the model that I drive. It has 3 rows of seats. So I have identical twin little blonde 5-year-olds that jump in the second row, and I've got an 8-year-old that goes into the third row, and they're all happy because they're all safe and they all got their own seat. They're not fighting over one another.
That is so nice.
And the
for these-
8-year-old doesn't mind being in that back.
She prefers
Yeah.
to be in the
Prefers
back.
to be in the
Oh,
back.
away from her
yeah,
sisters.
yeah. Years
Okay.
ago, maybe she would have wanted to be up front, but now she has her own space.
Yeah.
That's great. So they can have fun and have a little bit of space, and probably cuts down on the sibling rivalry a little bit.
And I would imagine that this is a pretty comfortable ride. So if you wanted to take like a longer road trip, I mean, this would offer some
Yeah.
comfort for you. And I think at this time of year we're thinking about road trips and vacations and things like that. Being in a compact car probably isn't the best thing for a family of 5.
Yeah.
Correct, and we offer many different models in our lineup that gives comfort and space to the entire family, so that everybody can have their own space. The comfort of the seats is very important.
Right.
Having enough headroom, just having your own space to make sure that if you're driving up north or if you're driving someplace where you have that peace of mind and knowing that you're going to be comfortable in the car and nobody's going to be fighting over
Right.
one another.
Yeah,
Right.
very important. Or you can take this joyride for a spin on your
Yeah.
own time too.
Yeah, on your own time,
when the
though.
kids
Yeah,
are at
when the
home,
kids
or
are at-
yeah,
yeah.
or at college later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this seems like a wonderful place to work. Actually, I'm wondering when I'm hired, where do I submit my application? But how did you get into the car business, and what do you find so enjoyable about this?
I started 17 years ago with Toyota. Actually, John Lancaster Toyota, who owned this facility, and I moved into a management role shortly thereafter. And then I moved to Lexus a few months ago. Very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Wonderful organization owned by Penske, and they've got nationwide stores. It's got tremendous opportunity. We've got a great sales staff. We're striving to be Lexus Elite, which across the country we are the number 2 for customer satisfaction within Lexus. So
That's
Out of all the Lexus dealerships.
All the Lexus
outstanding! Congratulations on that. That's
Thank you.
not a small feat. That's wonderful.
So when you drive in for service, you come into the sales department, you get the highest level of customer service.
That's outstanding. And we were chatting with Todd, your general manager, a little bit about that and how this is under relatively new ownership. So how long ago was that Penske took over?
So Penske bought the organization 2 years ago.
Okay.
They also own East Madison Toyota. They're both Penske-owned dealerships. Penske owns over 300 dealerships nationwide. They're the second largest
Wow.
automotive group in the company, in the country.
That's quite the company, absolutely. And this facility has been here 10 years, I understand, and it is absolutely beautiful, like new.
Yeah.
I mean, the floors are just amazing. The
Everything
whole
from the
facility.
landscaping when you walk inside, it's all beautiful, immaculate.
Yeah, what a wonderful car buying experience. And I enjoy too that there's tables out here on the sales floor, so that as you're kind of walking through and looking at your vehicles, you can have those conversations out here rather than being stuffed back in an office somewhere.
Yeah,
I
that
think
feels a
that's
lot
nice.
more inviting, I think.
It does.
Right.
I think that's
One
great.
one of the major benefits is that our service facility has a window that people can actually look at their car being worked on. Our service facility is air conditioned, which very few are. So our technicians that are working here are very happy to.
Yes.
On a hot day, you're in an air conditioned environment. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
We have an express lube service that can take care of any manufacturer. We can come in for a regular maintenance, oil change, tire rotation. We can take care of you. Roll your car in. We have a lot of customers that own a Lexus and a non-Lexus. They bring that car here too because of the level of customer service that we provide.
Well, thank you for sharing all that with us. We've certainly enjoyed our time here at Lexus
Yes,
of
absolutely.
Madison, and we're going to go take a joyride now, so we got to go. But this is
Yeah.
Roger Ingalls, sales manager here at Lexus. You can come see him and their fabulous staff.
Yes.
Thanks to all of our guests today for joining us, and thank you for watching. Please join us next time on Wisconsin Family.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting.